Hello guys, and welcome to BMS Projects Limited, where we design and build classic homes. Welcome to the fourth episode and the final episode for the foundation on the making of the 6-bedroom duplex, which is Project Demian. So on this episode, we'll be discussing the filling of the reinforcement beams that we've casted. But so far so good. Just take a look at the beams. What do you see? You see how amazing the beams are. We've already looked the whole beams. They look so amazing. They are so good. When you go back to episode 1, you see the area view of what we saw, the challenge we saw then come back to this episode and see these beams. You will see the handwork of God and also our own efforts too, to make sure we get it right. So I'm so happy today because we are up now. We are no more on the ground, suffering water challenges and all that. So we are up now. So what we need to do now is to hasten up with our filling. By doing our filling, we have to fill up the whole of the sections that you're seeing here. We'll fill them up. We adopted filling by sections, to achieve enough stability and compaction using sharp sand instead of laterite. And that tight compaction of sharp sand reduces differential settlement over time. And now we've got our compacting machine here. We actually use the vibrating plate compactor. It has a whole lot of advantages. It helps to improve the structural integrity of the sand. It increases the bearing capacity and also eliminates air and water voids. And on DPM, that's the damp-proof membrane. We don't joke with this phase. This particular stage is very, very important to us because we know a whole lot of challenge that can come in when you miss this particular phase. So we take conscious efforts to make sure that we get it right. There are many advantages of this DPM. It helps to prevent moisture from the soil, from coming into the house and the building itself. It helps to safeguard the floor coverings and also the finishes. Also, it helps to keep the interior environment very dry, prevents the growth of mold and fungi. And you can see our own process is quite different from what others are doing. See how we seal up. We even use a cement mix, with very high gauge of the nylon. We make sure that we have the thickest gauge of the nylon. When we cover it up, we seal it with a cement mix, and there is no how moisture can come in from the soil into the building. I discussed something with you guys about the reason why we left a portion of these reinforcement details. We will have to involve another reinforcement details on top of this beam. The idea is for there to be like a form of chemistry, a bond between the beam and the floor. So it's going to be like a new marriage between the beam and the top reinforcement. By doing that, the plumbers, the mechanical MEPs will come in, do their plumbing work, will connect our ducts and every other thing that we need to connect. The electricians will have to come in and do bonding too. We'll have to bond the reinforcement, that will help us very well with the electric house. So by the time we finish up with that, we can board and do the oversite concrete. So by the time we finish up with that, that we have achieved excellence on the foundation. Just take a look around. Look at what do you see? What do you see? What do you see? What do you see? I promised you guys, and we have kept the stage 1 promise. We've kept it, and look at what we have here today. How many of you remember this bush? We have transformed this bush. We have succeeded in impregnating this bush. And this is the result of that impregnation. a solid foundation. When you think architecture, you think beamers. When you think quality construction, you think beamers. When you think wonderful finishing, you think beamers. We are here for you guys, and I promise you guys that this is just the beginning of this project Demian. We have completed the soft structure, and now we're about to get into the superstructure. Just keep on with us, guys. Keep on with us. I promise you guys, you won't ever regret being here with us. We'll give you all the process, from the foundation, the first floor, second floor, the 10th floor, the roofing, the finishing of this project. We will give you all the best, and I promise you guys that when you give us your project, you get space. You just go to sleep. You don't have to worry about nothing, and I promise you guys too that you won't regret ever following us and ever being here with us. So I want to appreciate you guys for being with us from the first episode, second, third, and this fourth episode. From the fifth episode, we'll now start talking about the superstructure. So episode 1 to 4 talked basically on the substructure, and now we are done with the substructure. We'll now lead you guys through on, because the whole idea is to lead you from the foundation to the finishing of this project. That is what this whole thing is all about. So I want you guys to sit very tight and just enjoy us and see how we transform this whole neighborhood to something else. Thank you very much for following us. The next episode will be on the superstructure. I'll be possibly discussing the columns, the first floor slab, the second floor slab, possibly the roofing and every other thing. But you just have to follow us and see how we do these things. Thank you very much for following us. My name is Victor Zubinge. God bless you.
Project Limited, building